The following is a client-facing education module designed for law firms to improve client consistency, preparedness, and hearing readiness in Social Security disability cases.
In this video, we're going to talk about activities of daily living, often called ADLs, and why they matter in a Social Security disability case. Many cases run into problems not because of medical records, but because everyday activities are often described in a way that creates confusion or contradictions with your medical records. The goal of this video is to help you explain what you do each day clearly, accurately, and consistently. This will help Social Security Administration and your judge understand your situation. This will help your attorney represent you more effectively. Social Security looks at daily activities to understand how your medical conditions affect your ability to physically function on a regular basis. This includes things like personal care, household tasks, shopping, driving, and social activities. These questions about your ability to do activities are not used just to prove that you can work. They are assessing your overall daily functioning and limitations. Social Security judges also use these questions to qualify what they are seeing in your file. Your answers are used to evaluate how consistent your medical records describe your limitations. The judge is also using your ADLs to evaluate how consistently you function on a normal daily basis, how much assistance you need, and whether activities are done with difficulty or limitations. One of the most common mistakes people make is giving very short answers, such as, I cook, I clean, or I drive. When activities are listed without details, Social Security may assume they are done frequently, independently, and without difficulty, even when that isn't true. This can unintentionally create inconsistencies between your forms, medical records, and later testimony. For example, saying I cook does not explain how often, how long, or with what difficulty. A clearer explanation focuses on how the activity is actually done, including breaks, assistance, and limitations. I cook lacks verbal details and your functional abilities. I can prepare simple meals a few times a week. I need to sit while cooking, take breaks, and often rely on prepared foods because standing and walking extended period of time increase my pain and fatigue. This type of answer gives Social Security context and meaning on your daily functioning levels. What you say about daily activities should be consistent across your function reports, medical appointments, and any testimony you give. Inconsistencies usually happen because details were left out earlier, not because someone is being dishonest. Being specific from the start helps prevent misunderstandings and reduces problems later in your case. Before we wrap up, here are the key takeaways to remember. Social Security looks at your ability to do things on a daily basis. Activities of daily living need to be explained to Social Security clearly and in detail. Not just whether you do them, but how often, for how long, and with what difficulty. Clear, consistent explanations to the judge will greatly help your case and help your attorney present your case accurately. Remember, when you're in court, you need to listen very closely to the question asked and its wording. If your attorney makes a signal or breaks into your answer, stop talking immediately. Your attorney will never stop you from talking when it's helping your case. If they break into your statement, there is a major reason. They want you to stop. It could be as simple as you're adding information or detail that isn't needed. Your attorney goal is to win your case and to make sure there is consistency with your records. Do not overtalk or continue with your statement. If your attorney has guided you in a different direction, your attorney's goal is to present your case in the best light. Let your attorney control how much you say and listen very closely to how each question is worded. So take a quick self-check at your situation. Let's look at frequency of activities you do on a daily basis and weekly basis. If an activity of daily living requires help, some form of assistance, or extra time, you need to make note of that. If you can answer these questions clearly, you're on the right track. If not, take time to think them through before completing forms or answering questions. Also, always note that Social Security is looking for consistency in your medical records and your statements. If it's not in your medical records, you need to make sure you can account for that difference. Doing this will greatly help your attorney to win your case. Again, before completing forms or attending appointments, take time to write down how you actually perform your activities of daily living. Note how often you do them, how long they take, whether you need breaks or assistance, and what symptoms are involved. This preparation helps you give clear, consistent answers and helps your attorney represent you more effectively. Before completing forms or answering questions, take time to review and write down how you actually perform your daily activities. Your legal team may provide a daily activity worksheet, sometimes called an FDAR, to help organize this information. Use it to note how often you do each activity, how long it takes, whether you need breaks or help, and what symptoms are involved. This preparation helps you give clear, consistent answers and helps your attorney represent you more effectively.
This concludes the client education module.